Hey, how's everybody doing today? My name is Jaheem Greer, and today we are breaking down chapter 5 and cracking open the black box of consumer behavior. So, we're going to look at why great products fail when companies don't understand how their consumers think. Using a crazy case study about a company named Nexus, a tech founder named Sloan, and a highly secretive customer group called the Sovereigns. Let's dive in. The concept. Think of a black box like a literal mystery box inside a customer's head. As a business, you can control what you put into the box, your price, your control features, your cool features, your ads, and you can see what comes out. The customer or consumer either make the choice to buy it or they don't. But you cannot see the psychological happening inside the box, or you cannot see the psychology happening inside the box. It's a total mystery unless you study it. This is where Sloan gets into the trap. The engineer completely messes up. She falls into the engineer's trap. She thinks, hey, my product has the best technical specs, so people will obviously buy it. She totally forgets that people buy with feelings and psychology, not just stats. So no matter how good your product is or how you perceive it to be, if the customer who's interested in the product don't see the value you see, then your product is maybe no good. The sovereigns, the sovereigns are a group of people who want total isolation, and their mental filters completely warp Sloan's pitch. They don't trust external systems. When Sloan says highly connected, their filter says huge safety flaw. For instance, Sloan was like, "We're going to implement a 24 security surveillance watch." In response, Sovereign became hesitated because now they feel we're constantly under surveillance. Tradition, well, they love old school mechanic tools. Techs feel like a threat to their control. So the sovereigns, they love old school tools. They hate technology basically. So yeah. Also, they hate outside networks. When Sloan talks about cloud updates, they hear corporate spyware. All right, let's look at the culture. Normal consumers like you and me trust big systems. We use apps, regular banks, and sign corporate terms of service without reading them. The sovereigns are the exact opposite. Their whole culture is built on staying isolated, so bragging about official corporate approval completely backfires. Socially, normal ads don't work here because they look like corporate propaganda. Instead, they rely on an opinion leader named Julian. In low trust groups, word of mouth from a leader is everything. If Julian says the product is safe, everyone instantly drops their guard. If he doesn't, no one buys. Julian is like a gatekeeper of information. If he reveal it to the people, if he accept the idea and reveal it to the people, then it's a chance people will get the product. But if Julian does not accept the product, it's a chance people would not like the product. Psychologically, they're experiencing something called selective distortion. This is when people take a new information and twist it to fit what they already believe. Sloan tells them the system scans for threat in real time to keep them safe. But because they already believe the internet is dangerous, their brain twists real time monitoring into constant surveillance. A security feature gets turned into a hidden backdoor in their minds. All right, so here's the 5 stages every consumer goes through: realizing they had a problem, need recognition, looking up info, information search, comparing choices, evaluation or alternatives, making them buy, purchasing the product or whatever you're purchasing, dealing with how they feel after, post purchase, post purchase behavior. Right now, the servers are completely stuck at stage 3. They know they need security and they have the facts, but they paralyzed trying to compare Sloan's high tech online system against traditional offline mechanical setups. This isn't a quick buy like picking a brand of chips, which would be denseness reducing behavior where you buy fast and worry later. This is complex buying behavior. The product is incredibly expensive, high stakes, and there's a massive ideological gap between the two companies, Netsys and RE, because the choice is so huge. They are completely frozen in the evaluation phase. Post purchase dissonance is just a fancy term for buyer's remorse. It's the it's that anxious, sick feeling you get after spending a lot of money, wondering if you just got ripped off or made a mistake. To fix this anxiety for a high value serving client, Nexus shouldn't send automated emails or texts that would freak them out. Instead, they should use a zero knowledge hard copy verification protocol. Every quarter, a tech physically drives out their property and hands them a wet seal paper ledger. No data ever goes to the cloud. The paper proves the system is working locally and gives them a manual checklist. It completely respects their need for physical control and crushes their anxiety. In the adoption process, the customers are aware and interested, but they are totally paused at evaluation. They can't move to trial or long term adoption. The biggest problem out of all product traits is compatibility. A highly connected digital vault completely clashes with their traditional lifestyle and culture values. Sloan needs to show Sloan needs to stop showing off software screens, network dashboards, and digital data. It's getting the consumers concerned and worried. Too much information at once can overwhelm people. Show them the heavy mechanical locks. Do an offline stress test in front of them to prove it works without the internet. Sloan needs to switch to analog physical demonstration. And basically, she needs to show them the heavy mechanical locks. Do an offline stress test in front of them to prove it worked without the internet. By making the value physical and visual, she communicates the benefits in a way they respect without ever touching their digital data. So, what is the ultimate takeaway here? It doesn't matter if you have the most advanced technology in the world. If you don't understand psychological features, the culture, and the internal black box of a specific consumer, your product will sit on the shelf. To win the market, you have to match the mindset of the buyer. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to your feedback.